South Korea is set to initiate a pan-governmental supply chain control tower to stabilize supply chains of key materials. This comes amid recent urea import concerns triggered by China, against which the authorities has decided to extend the tariff-rate quota on the product. Soo-jin explains.
South Korea is enhancing its supply chain management in response to rising concerns about its reliance on imports of certain raw materials. Finance Minister Choo Kyung-ho held a meeting on Monday with related ministers where they discussed how to mitigate current and future supply chain risks.
Risks in the supply of items directly related to core industries and people's lives, such as urea, ammonium phosphate, and graphite, have recently been growing.
The government plans to establish a pan-governmental supply chain management committee by June next year that will oversee the creation and revisions to supply chain policies. During the second half of next year, the committee will also decide which raw materials and other economic items should be designated as essential economic goods. And the businesses that supply and produce these goods will receive government support for production and stock management. The government also plans to establish a supply chain stabilization fund with the Export-Import Bank of Korea sometime next year to provide financial support such as loans and investment for these businesses, with the size of the fund to be decided in the first half of next year. But a repeat of the urea shortage crisis in 2021 is unlikely. Prices of urea solution at gas stations on Thursday last week were around 1,602 won, or $1.20 per liter. That's within the regular national average price range of around $1 to $1.40. And around 96% of gas stations nationwide were confirmed to have supplies of urea solution. The government also said that it has secured more than 4 months of urea, up from its previous 3-month supply thanks to recent contracts signed with countries other than China. It will also extend the tariff rate quota, which allows for a lower tariff rate on certain imports within a specified quantity on urea and ammonium phosphate. This quota was set to expire at the end of this year, but will be extended until the end of 2024. In a move to further ease the burden on companies looking for other suppliers, the government will provide partial financial support for shipping fees until April next year. Also starting January next year, the government will review long-term plans to establish domestic production facilities. Soo-jin, Arirang News.